Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you guys have had a great week. We've been having a long week here, and we are now into the weekend, which means it is now time to play with some personal projects. The next video that I was gonna have done for you guys was actually gonna be some Subaru content, but I have decided to wait on that just for another moment, just to show you guys this is what's coming up. I have all the parts here for this car. It is coming up, I promise. I thought it was gonna be this video, but you guys are just gonna have to wait. And what we have here is that EG hatch that we have bought. So hopefully the Honda boys are happy. Subaru boys, please wait and be patient, because this is coming up. Like I said before, it is not gonna be a build you wanna miss. It's gonna be a fun one. So just stay tuned for that. But for now, let's jump onto this. So we have our EG hatch that we had purchased, I think about 3 weeks ago now. We sold the D16 Z6 that was in this car out of it. This is just a really clean shell that I was looking for. Once again, I wasn't really looking for red. Somehow I ended up with a red one. I'm sure it'll grow on me in the future. Nothing against red cars. It just wasn't what I was looking for. I really wanted a black SI to match our other black SI that's out there. Or maybe even, I love Captivia Blue and Teal. Those would probably be my top 3 choices there. Red being the last one, but here we are. So, little update for you guys. Yes, I know it doesn't have a valve cover on it. That is getting powder coated right now. But things have escalated as per usual when you start ordering parts for your builds and you start getting into them. So I originally was going to put a K24A2 in this car, which it was a K24A, as you guys have seen in our other SI. But I have zero intentions of turboing this car or going for big power. I know the K24 would probably make better power than what I have in front of me here, even in all motor, which is what I plan to stay with. But the true inner Honda boy of me, I would rather have this. So I worked out a deal and I picked up this JDM K20 R. So that is a Type R of the K series, and this thing is gonna be exactly what I want for this car. Yes, it's a 2-liter, probably gonna not have as much torque, but these things love to rev. So we have a JDM K20 R there. And I went ahead and picked up a Civic Type R trans, so also just a full Type R swap here. So that's what we have to go in this thing. Super excited about it. My last Type R swap that I had probably was about, I don't know, it's probably been 12 years or longer. I had a blue 2000 Civic SI, put a JDM B18C in it, Type R, and loved that car. Ended up having a motor failure. Whether it was tune related or motor related, I don't know. It melted the cylinder, took the whole motor out. So that's why I guess I would say I really wanted another Type R in my life. The one missing link for my collection that I have would be a USDM Type R. And I really have been looking for a 98 to 01 Integra Type R, but haven't got there yet, guys. Maybe in the future. For now, this K20R is gonna make me happy in this car. Like I said, staying all motor, nothing crazy, just, you know, the standard intake, header, exhaust. Probably will make around 200 wheel. Perfectly happy with that. So what we have here, we have a set of I believe these are Insane Shaft 500 horsepower axles, so definitely overkill for what we're going for here. But cost first, let's say O'Reilly's EP3, which would be like 01 to 05 Civic or base RSX axles, wasn't very much more, so went ahead, got these. That is a K20 A2 half shaft that we're gonna need, and we have a Hasport set of motor mounts here. These are secondhand, so yes, I know they're not perfect. Kind of wish they would have been perfect, but as you guys know, everything's out of stock anymore. That includes these. It was gonna be about I think a 3-week wait, and I didn't want to wait, so I found these. They were supposed to be low mileage, have a little bit more Deans on them than I probably would have want, but that's all right. We'll make do of it. Worst case, I can always buy another set of mounts and switch them out. So behind me here is a lot of the things that we're going to need. Maybe I'll turn off the fan just in case it is messing up the audio for you guys. That's turbo mode. So hopefully you can hear me better. Sorry if you didn't in the first part of the video. What I have out in front of me here, I'm sure everyone's just looking right at this. So we have an RBC intake. This is off like a 06 Plus Civic SI. We are gonna have to modify this to fit our K20A there. We just have to go ahead and cut over here, so we will be doing that. I'm also gonna be shaving this, so getting rid of all these and just leaving where our fuel rail mounts. So that's gonna be in the works. Bunch of OEM Honda bolts here. Since I am doing a swap, I don't have a lot of the bolts I bought things kind of in pieces. It's not like I bought an entire swap. So we got a set of OEM flywheel bolts and OEM pressure plate bolts. They're all in this lump here. So we got those. Like I said, didn't buy a complete swap, so I have half shaft. They're special bolts. So I got those. And I got a rear main seal because it looked like there was a bit of oil on the back of that motor. So got a rear main just to be safe. Here we have our K-tuned swap. This is a, God, why can't I? It's a throttle cable here. So this will be what we need for our swap. And we have a K-tuned conversion harness here. Those of you that aren't in Hondas, we need to use this to convert our engine harness over to our chassis so everything works inside the car. So that is what this is. This is just a conversion harness here. I did kind of splurge. So on the engine harness, like I said, bought this in pieces. Obviously I didn't have an engine harness. So I got a Rywire tucked harness. So I think this is going to be a really good match for it. Our black SI out there has one of these on it as well. So that worked well. So we got that. We have a belt here, as you can tell. This is a serpentine belt. Jumping over here, this is what the belt goes to. This is AC Power Steering Eliminator Kit by K-Tuned, and it is a black version. So our color theme on this car is going to be red and black. I was really torn on this motor because being a Type R motor, I'm sure most of you know, they have a red valve cover. Red and red. Would it go together? Maybe, maybe not. I was going to buy an OEM Type R valve cover for it, but in the end, for right now, I went ahead and had it powder coated wrinkle black. We'll see. You know, like I said, we can always change it later on, but I think that's going to be a better fit for this car. I know, I wish I would run the red Type R valve cover to go with the engine, since that is what this is, and that's how you know. But being a red car, I think it might clash, because I don't think they're going to be the same red. So we are going to be doing red and black. That's why we got a black one of these. Black Aeromotive regulator here, brand new. This is not a slave, but there is a slave on the way. These are all OEM engine to transmission bolts that we're going to need. We have a K-tuned here fuel rail. So we have a black fuel rail. We have a black K-series manifold adapter and a Skunk 2 70 mil throttle body. Could have probably went bigger, but like I said, guys, not going for a ton of power here. Exetti stage 1 clutch should be able to hold everything that we're going to do with this thing. So that gives you a rundown on the parts. Things that aren't here, I have Remy going through and Cerakoting the header because it was a used swap header. Had some big runners on it. He's cleaning that up so we can have that nice and clean for the car. And calm down, Siri. So now that we have Siri out of our way, other things I need to order for the car. I need to order a swap radiator because we need that. I think we need radiator hoses, and I'm going to do a K-Tune race shifter and race cables. That should be it, with the exception of building a couple fuel lines. Everything else is here, and I did skip over this. My bad. So we have a brand new K-Pro here. That's how we're going to be tuning this car. As you guys saw on our all-wheel drive blue SI, we have K-Pro in that car too. Very easy to work with, very easy to tune. That's what I went ahead and got, since this is going to be such a simple car. You know, have it be something bigger, probably would have went with something else, but this will work for now. So today, what are we doing? I got it pulled in shop, created the big mess to lay this out for you guys. Did go ahead and finally wipe down the engine bay. Nice thing that with EG and Integras is we don't need to change the subframe, but we do need to cut this passenger side engine mount, unfortunately. And I'm not too happy about it because we have a beautifully painted engine bay. So that's gonna bring some complications, but we're gonna have to drill out the spot welds here. We are gonna have to remove this because that is now where that engine sits. The original one, timing was over here. Now this is gonna be over here. That's gonna be in the way. So we're gonna have to remove that. I'm getting some paint mixed up. I'm gonna try to blend it the best I can. It's not gonna be perfect, guys. Obviously, it would need the whole engine bay resprayed. But if I can just get this little square here that you shouldn't see too much, as I say that, that's directly where you're gonna see. Hopefully it blends in. That's fingers crossed. I really freaking hope so. Or I'm gonna end up repainting the whole engine bay. So that's what I'm gonna start out with today. I got 3 Harbor Freight spot weld drill bits in case we break the first 2. So I got those. Gonna go ahead, start getting that off. Once we get that off, then we can start cleaning it up. I got some primer for now, sandpaper, so we can start prepping it. I wish I could put the motor in tonight, but it's just not gonna happen, guys. This video is probably gonna be drawn out over a couple days, but at least we can get some content up to you. So let's go ahead, tackle this guy, and get started with our K-Swap EG hatch build.
Yeah. Welcome. Yeah. God always. Mike LV. I done wasted enough of my time. I'ma need that back. Yeah, time after time with the I've been roll out of line like I don't read the signs. I'm so done with the lies. That's why I ain't got no time. 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 Boy ain't looking at the clock. Stepped up in the game like rock. Ball boy with the hook, can't stop. Like the dread on my head, stay locked. Look, always, no island. Stay fly, no pilot. All beef, no diet. Real G, stay silent. I'm all for the mission to pray for the attention, because the best of us come with complacency issues. And then the chosen and high cause replacing, no picking the tissues. They thinking and crying and laughing and ain't for the miss you. I've been up like all night, working on the crab cause the sucker don't ball right. Then we about to swing cause we ain't about to fall. I'm living on my knees cause I know it ain't all I. Oh my God, never gonna stop. Think I'm finna go and change my lingo name to Pops. Y'all a bunch of birds, I ain't even gotta fly. Looking for the beat, find a light up in the top. See it at the top, praise be to try. I ain't need to try, glory to God. Millie with the rock, Jordan with the hops. Catch me at the Grove, 10:30 on the dot, boy. Yeah, time after time with the I've been roll out of line like I don't read the signs. I'm so done with the lies. That's why I ain't got no time.
Alright guys, that was kind of a pain in the butt. I had to take a bracket off. I really didn't want to right here to be able to even get that spot weld, but got it off. And now we got to clean up our spot weld spots. So I'm gonna get my grinder disc here, clean all that up. Got to be careful because I really don't want to hit anything more than what I need to. And then we'll go from there. We'll get the thing all cleaned up, get it ready for paint. Hopefully we can blend this in so you can't really tell that. But I really hope so, because that's an eyesore. So let's go ahead, get that grinder wheel on the grinder and get that grinded out.
Yeah. Eyes up on the bottom line before you were out of time. Yeah. Out of body moving me so out of mind. I can see through all the jealousy. Can't compare to all the pedigree. They saying it's sinning, but all I see is jokes. They never wanting to smoke, they feeling it in their throat. Only a matter of time, we gonna see them all choke. Unravel the sun rattles, the intimate folk. Oh no, we know that's rain and so. The internet trolls, the intimate know, the feeling is gone. Yeah. Yeah, time after time with the I've been roll out of line like I don't read the signs. I'm so done with the lies. That's why I ain't got no time. I'ma need every minute y'all took from me. I ain't got no time. It's my time now. I ain't got no time. God always. I ain't got no time. I ain't got no. We in here.
All right, as you saw there, I got that all cleaned up. Got it in sandable primer right now. Definitely gonna try to clean it up better. It's never gonna be perfect, you know, unless we were to really deeply sand and probably end up body filling or welding there. But we're gonna go ahead and clean up the best we can. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get this thing as clean as we can and looking the same. So that's all done there. And yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. I'm gonna leave it there because I'm gonna go out cruising in the black Civic. So guys, since you have seen, some of you follow us on social media, but our black SI we've been building all-wheel drive. I got it finally finished, put it on the dyno, did a little break-in tune, ended up doing a couple pulls that wasn't planned, but you know, you get bored. It made 424 at the wheels, and that was on gate. That was on 14.5 spring that creeps to about 19 by 8200. Kept the RPM still on the the safe side, 8200. This thing can obviously rev a lot higher, but for braking, this will be perfect. Here she is. Guys, this thing is my dream car, you know, and when I was growing up. So everything that I've ever wanted is in this car, and it truly does feel good to be able to just jump in it and go cruise on a Friday or Saturday night. So that's what we're gonna do tonight, guys. Said it's gonna wrap it up for today. We'll go ahead and tackle that probably tomorrow, get that sanded, and then I'm gonna have to wait till Monday to even get some paint for this thing, which sucks, because like I said, I wanted to get the swap in sooner, but just gonna have to take it in steps, and you guys will get to follow along. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. And I did make the mistake yesterday, being Sunday. I didn't really pick up the camera, guys, so I apologize for that. But we made some really solid progress on the EG hatch build, and I'm going to show you right now. Bam! So yes, a lot of progress was made. We were working on the engine mount before, and it came out really good. I'm actually really happy with it. You really can't tell anything is going on there or was resprayed. Obviously, you pull the motor out, you can tell. It's never going to be perfect unless the whole bay was repainted again. And the bay is really nice, guys. So I'm really happy. You can't see that unless you were to know that it was there. Motor mount covers up a lot of it, but that was not too bad to get that off there, get that new motor mount on. And then we got our new Exetti Stage 1 clutch on here. We got that all put in, all new OEM bolts, half shaft. We have those axles installed, the Insane Shaft 500 horsepower axles. I also got the RBC. It is just sitting here. I'm waiting for some titanium hardware. So you'll notice there's purple down there. It's not the color it's going to be on this car. But I did have to modify the RBC here. As you can tell, they had to get modified to clear that coolant neck. So we did that. Throttle body is on, not completely. This adapter doesn't want to fit correctly. So I ran out of time yesterday messing with that. But I'm really happy of how this thing is coming out, guys. Oh yeah, the other thing I forgot, K-tuned. Alt and air relocation is on. Power steering delete. Trimmed up here. Really, really happy of this thing, guys. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. I know kind of a short end to it, but I think you guys will be happy with what we've accomplished. Now I am still waiting on some parts, unfortunately, for this thing. So it is going to be a little bit on the back burner, which you guys know what that means. Our girl over here, she is going to be coming on a video. So next video, I promise, guys, should be about Hyper Blue. So that's going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. Life up in the fast lane, fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground, pedal to the ground. Living life up in the fast lane. Life, though you lemons, you just put them in Coronas, Coronas, Coronas. I've been working, I need that advance with the bonus, the bonus, the bonus. Ain't no thoughts about tomorrow, I'm just living in the moment, the moment, the moment. Full tank of gas and 200 on the dash, bitch, I'm zoning, I'm zoning, I'm zoning. Fast lane, living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. Life up in the fast lane, fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in the fast lane. Pedal to the ground, pedal